everybody, Sick this year, and we're going shopping yet again. However, today we're not necessarily going shopping for me. Obviously, while I'm out, I'm going to look as well. But really, the reason I'm going shopping is because my friend's birthday's coming up this week. He's my best friend. We've been best friends since high school. Graduated high school 10 years ago, so it's coming up maybe like 13 years now we've been best friends. He was also the best man at my wedding, and every time Christmas or birthdays come around, we always get each other something. He also collects movies, so usually we get each other like a DVD or a few Blu-rays or something like that for each other's birthdays. But the problem is unlike me, I have my entire collection up online, so I can, or anybody can go online and look up to see what I own. I also have my wish list on there, so people can go on and just scroll through my wish list and say, okay, I'm gonna get him this title for his birthday or whatever. It's very simple. However, he does not have that, so every year for his birthday, it is very difficult to figure out what I'm gonna buy him. I usually try and get him something that something unique, something maybe a little bit more obscure, something I think he hasn't seen or never heard of, because I really don't know what's in his collection. I mean, I have an idea of some of the stuff he owns, but I don't know everything in his collection, so I don't know what he has. So like I said, usually try to get him something obscure. It's very hard, it's very difficult. Usually I'm pretty good. I don't get him something he's already had, but it is just very difficult to find something for him and figure out what I want to get him. But this year, I'm gonna do something different. I noticed at his house he has a couple VHS tapes, mostly all older cartoons. I think he has like some Dexter's Laboratory and some stuff like that on VHS. And I also noticed that he does not have a VHS player. So I figured, you know what, this year I'm gonna pick him up a VHS player, because I mean, what's the point of living without VHS? So gonna get him a VHS player. So we're gonna go out looking for that now. Probably pick him up a few VHS tapes too to go along with it. I just figured it's about time the kid has a VHS player, especially since he owns a couple of VHS tapes. So let's go see what we can find. So just on a whim, before I start my VHS player hunt for my friend's birthday, I've decided to stop into this consignment shop, this children's consignment shop that I drive past quite often on the way home from work. I've always driven past it. I've always wanted to stop in, but I just never have. I always thought it was a children's consignment shop. Chances are they probably have some children's VHS tapes or some children's DVDs, but I just, like I said, never stopped in. So today, I got some extra time to kill. I'm gonna stop in, check it out, see if they got anything good. So, they didn't really have much in the way of anything too interesting. They had a couple okay VHS tapes. They did have the Country Bears DVD, which I need to get yet to replace my VHS copy, but it was unfortunately scratched, so I didn't get that. Their prices, not so great. They were selling some of their VHS tapes for a little bit too much. The lady said everything was half price, which was nice, but even at that, they were still like, a little bit too expensive. But besides that, there really wasn't anything I wanted in there anyway. But still, it's nice to stop here. Now I got a new place to stop every now and then. And hopefully in the future I'll find some good stuff. So here I am at Goodwill. I'm gonna go in, try to find my friend a cheap VHS player. Hopefully I can find one that is in good shape, possibly has a remote, takes audio video cables. It's gonna be difficult to find probably one that's in good shape and has all that stuff, but I'm gonna look. Hopefully they have one. Also gonna try to find him a couple VHS tapes, and of course while I'm in there, go look for myself as well. So let's go and see what they got. So here we are, plenty of VHS players, but let's see if we can find a good one. This looks like the only one with a remote, but it's $10. Looks to be about 100 years old, so probably not gonna get that one. Let's see if we can't find some good VHS tapes. So unfortunately, wasn't able to find any VHS players that I liked inside Goodwill. There was that one that had a remote, but like I said, it just it was too old, and it was like probably from the 80s. I wasn't gonna get him a VHS player that old. I want to get him something a little bit more somewhat modern that I know is gonna work well and hold up for a while. So yeah, wasn't able to find him a VHS player, but I did get him a few VHS tapes, so that was good. But I guess on to the next store to see if we can find him a good VHS player. Here we are again at Liberty Thrift and Home Furnishings. Let's go inside and see what their VHS players look like. So that store was also a bust. They did have a couple VHS players. That one was weird that had the instructions for it, but no remote. I don't know how somebody does that. There was that one with the remote, but just like the one at Goodwill, it was like 100 years old. I'm not going to get them that. Also, they wanted a little bit too much for their VHS players. Some were like 20 bucks, some were 10. I mean, not when you can go to Goodwill and get them for 5. I'm not going to pay that much for them. That's kind of ridiculous. Also, looked at their VHS tapes. Really wasn't anything good there to get my friend or myself. So, oh well. On to the next store. Yeah, we're at the Open Door Thrift Store. Go in, see if they have anything. Right now, they have a sale on the VHS tapes. So that's good, but hopefully we'll find a VHS player as well. So as you can see right here, Books Baby VHS, $3 fill a bag. Excellent deal. think I might have found a good VHS player here. $8. Has a remote. Audio, video. Looks good. Think I'll get it. So that's it. It's pouring down rain. Barely made it out of the store. Got him the VHS player. $8. Great deal. Also got him some VHS tapes. Got myself some VHS tapes. So it looks like my birthday shopping for my friend is over. So it was a great trip. So here I am about to test the VHS player I bought just to make sure that it's working properly, and check this out. There's a cassette tape in it. Type 02, Basics 1. Oh yeah. So let's find out if this thing works. Looks good. So I just ran into Best Buy real quick, figured I might get him one more present. I decided to get him a DVD because, you know, just to go along with the VHS player and VHS tapes I got him, and I grabbed him Some Kind of Wonderful. Great movie. I've loved it for years. However, I do remember him saying a few months back that he has never seen that movie, so I figured I'd grab it for him, just add it to his pile of presents, and I hope he enjoys it. Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm going to make it look like I went to the strip club today. Excellent. Movie I do not have yet, and now I'm covered in glitter.
See, I knew you didn't have that one because we were talking about that movie, so.
Who would? Oh, we were talking.
Yeah, we saw it in the store, and I said you should get it, and you were going to, and you didn't. So yeah, sorry about that. I will never use that paper again for anything. I didn't realize it was gonna be that bad until after I started using it.
Oh God. So who had a sale?
Nobody.
What are these? All your old ones?
No, I bought them. But keep digging.
Jeez.
It's what's on the bottom that counts. I tried to pick up everything. Oh, and that Fantasia, don't get rid of that because that's actually a different cut than what's on DVD and Blu-ray.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's a different cut they did like back in the day, so it's out of print now. You can't get that cut anymore. So I tried to pick up stuff I thought you wouldn't have that you would like. A lot of classics and stuff in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've read this and never seen it.
You know what? I have it on DVD and I still haven't watched it yet either.
Oh. Jesus Christ. I think I have maybe 10 VHS.
Yeah, see, I knew you had some.
Like tripled your collection.
Yeah.
Now.
Trip.
It's the original producers. Yeah. And then, of course,
And the VCR.
what you need to watch them on.
Zenith.
I had the hardest time finding one that came with a remote.
How good you wiped it down. I'm proud of you.
I what?
You wiped it down. Or did you?
Wiped it down?
You didn't?
No,
Clean it
well,
off?
it wasn't dust. It wasn't dusty to begin with.
I'm gonna have to go buy a new. I'm gonna buy a new surround sound system. Maybe for now. For now.
Well, there you go. Happy birthday.
Thank you.